board.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Let's take them back.
It seems too many witnesses up and down with their visions of what a street is. I call it the seesaw syndrome. Maybe you make a mistake, you lose. And this is for the real hip-hop, so would never, ever, ever ask me, am I here to replace a guru?
Word, that's how you feel up on this track? Little try on that.
Sports brings you the NBA on a Friday afternoon. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. It's getting noisy here in Oklahoma City. We're at the peak, the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
You know, it's hard not to think of great shooting when you think of Kevin Durant. What he's really worked on over the past few years, though, is his playmaking. He's averaging 4 to 5 assists a game these days. Impressive.
Barnes can't get it to go. On defense, the Warriors. It's a three-point game. Outside Durant. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Thunder shooting their first free throw this game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And the technical free throw is good. Now the pass to Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Charity stripe shot. Green with the rebound. Getting back to Durant's playmaking. It's something we've seen Jordan do. It's something we've seen Kobe, master. It helps those guys win championships.
Yeah, scoring yourself is great, but when you're trying to win rings, you have to trust and believe in others. And at this point in Kevin's career, he's all about that ring.
And here's Westbrook after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Westbrook against Curry. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. To the inside, here's Bogut. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
And, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
Well, going back to Bogut when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. Greg, one of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with timely putbacks.
He's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch pail kind of guy who simply wants to do his part. You're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Kicks it to Robertson. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. To the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Westbrook. And Ibaka kicks to Robertson. Beyond the arc. No good. The Warriors go the other way with it. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And that one's good, Barnes.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Ennis Cantor's checked in for Oklahoma City. Waiters comes in for Roberson. Spates checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Here's Thompson. Finished off the break. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court. And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
That's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Now here's Spates. 11 feet away. Not enough on that one as it misses.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Here's Cantor. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Foy's checked in. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. Now, here's Green. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Passes it to Spates. Back to Green. And the rejection by Ibaka. And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop. Finishes the break with a slam.
It's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
Thompson against Westbrook. Livingston kicks to Green. There's a good screen. The feed to Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson. Oklahoma City leading by 10. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Stolen by Thompson. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And finished off by Westbrook.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.